Good afternoon, boys and girls. I just wanted to check in with you. It is Friday afternoon and it has been a crazy week. We are trying to get used to this new thing called virtual learning, and it has been a week of learning for everyone. It's not just for you students, but for us teachers and our bosses as well. One of the things that I have to do to keep myself from going crazy is to make to-do list. And this week I had a lot to do, which is why you haven't heard from me very much. And so I am going to show you my to-do list, and I get to check things off. I want you to make to-do list every day. Look at the assignments that you have in your general education classroom or that I put out there on Seesaw, and you make a list of at least 2 things that you think you can do that day. And let me tell you, it feels so good to check things off, and I'm going to show you what I mean. This week, I had my T-test evaluation, and I am in selfie mode here, so everything's probably backwards. But my T-test is an evaluation where throughout the year, my principals will observe me, and I set learning goals for myself and for my students. And at the end of the year, we have our big conference and we discuss how we did. So I got to get that done this week, so that is off of my to-do list. I also had to prepare progress reports for this past 9 weeks. I have 33 students, and most of you have multiple goals that we work on and that I collect data on. A lot of times you guys aren't even aware that I'm doing that. So I got that in the computer and ready so that when it goes out to your parents, they'll get to see how good you're doing. I also had an ARD today, and so I was preparing for that, and that is especially challenging when I don't get to see you guys face to face. So we completed that. I started a new blog, which is more for your parents than for you guys, but you're more than welcome to look at it too. Just ask your parents about it. And so I got that up and running, and my goal is to try to add something at least once a day, if not once a week. Anyways, it's up there and I'll be working on it. I also had to set up Seesaw accounts for all of you guys so that I can give you work. Again, you have a choice. You can work on the stuff in my classroom, or you can work on the stuff in your general education teacher's classroom. Just make sure that you're doing something. And my number one thing is make sure you're practicing reading every single day. Okay, so I'm gonna check that off. I got my Seesaw's account set up. Okay, and then I also needed to email your parents with all of this information and try not to overwhelm them. And hopefully I managed to do that. But we know that it's overwhelming for your parents because they're getting emails from so many different people and there's so much going on. But I'm trying to keep it to a minimum so as not to add to that overload. And hopefully it's going good. All right. I look forward to talking to you guys next week. We will be meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Zoom on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You do not have to go to all of those meetings. And that is just a time for you to check in with us. It'll be me and Miss Delia, Mrs. Porter, and hopefully most of your friends. And we just really look forward to seeing you and talking to you. We want to hear all about what you're doing. If you're frustrated, that's your time to let us know. And if you have any questions, that's your chance to ask them. Anyways, we'll see you soon. Bye.